TV snooze and spoilers say that welcome back to our latest video, where we break down the major happenings in Salem, especially the thrilling events that went down on May 7th. Buckle up, because this episode had plenty of twists, intrigues, and intense moments that will surely leave you on the edge of your seat. From E.J. DiMera's ever-growing ambitions, to Kayla's personal and professional battles, and even Xander's deepening involvement with Alex, there was a lot to unpack. Let's dive into the complex dynamics of the episode, exploring what each character is up to and what it all means for the future of Salem. Dr. Russell's return to the DiMera mansion, E.J.'s growing influence and ambitions. In today's episode, Dr. Russell, a key figure who developed the experimental sepsis drug that Kayla Brady has been desperate to get her hands on, makes his way to the DiMera mansion. This visit could potentially change everything for several characters, particularly E.J. DiMera. We've seen E.J. in various capacities over the years, from a scheming businessman to a complex family member with his own set of morals. But in this episode, his true ambitions come into sharper focus. E.J. invites Dr. Russell over for a meeting at the mansion, and it quickly becomes clear that E.J. has more on his mind than just casual conversation. E.J., ever the strategist, is trying to maneuver himself into a position of power, not just within the DiMera family, but also in the broader landscape of Salem's medical community. He tells Dr. Russell that he has a plan to fund the hospital or even potentially invest in it. However, this plan seems to be far from altruistic. E.J. is no stranger to manipulating situations for his benefit, and the hospital, especially in its current state, could be the perfect leverage for him. It's possible that E.J. sees the hospital as a way to expand his influence and power in the community. Could it be that he's interested in Dr. Russell's research, simply to take control of it? Or perhaps he's looking to seize an opportunity to push Kayla Brady out of the picture. After all, Kayla's been in charge of the hospital for years, and we've seen E.J.'s contentious relationship with her over time. He knows that Kayla despises him, and vice versa. If E.J. can manage to somehow force Kayla out of the picture, either by taking over the hospital or buying it out, he could position himself as a major player in Salem's healthcare industry, and in the process, gain even more power and influence within the DiMera family. E.J.'s plans, though, could be just as personal as they are professional. Kayla has often been a thorn in his side, and there's a chance that E.J. is tired of dealing with her. The idea of potentially replacing her with someone more pliable, or even assuming control himself, is a very real possibility. If this is the direction that E.J. is headed, it will not only shake up the DiMera family, but also have massive ramifications for the hospital and its staff. Who will be left standing once E.J. gets what he wants? Kayla Brady's struggles, personal challenges, and professional hurdles. Meanwhile, Kayla Brady has her own set of challenges to navigate, both in her personal and professional life. First, she's dealing with the ongoing issue of getting Beau's medication, a situation that continues to put stress on her relationship with her family and friends. As fans know, Beau Brady's condition is dire, and Kayla's dedication to getting him the care he needs is one of her driving motivations. But as the situation becomes more desperate, Kayla is forced to deal with new obstacles that threaten to unravel the delicate balance she's trying to maintain. On top of her personal worries, Kayla's professional life is also in turmoil. The hospital, once a stable institution, is now facing serious financial struggles. This adds another layer of stress to Kayla's already complicated life. She's working tirelessly to keep things afloat, but with the hospital's funding issues, it's clear that she's running out of options. As we saw in today's episode, the added pressure could be a tipping point for Kayla. Between her professional duties and her personal concerns about Beau, Kayla is walking a fine line. How long can she juggle everything before it all starts to crumble around her? Kayla's fight to keep the hospital running smoothly is a reflection of her deep commitment to her patients and her community. But at what cost? She's already worn thin, and with E.J.'s looming presence and his apparent interest in taking over the hospital, the situation is about to become even more complicated. Will Kayla be able to keep the hospital afloat, or will E.J.'s machinations push her out of the way? Fans are on the edge of their seats, eager to see how this particular storyline will unfold. Xander's curiosity, Stephanie's novel, and new opportunities. In the midst of all this turmoil, Xander Kyriakis is also facing a new development in today's episode. As usual, Xander finds himself intrigued by what's going on around him, and this time it's Alex who catches his attention. We see Alex showing Xander something, possibly related to a business opportunity, or perhaps a personal matter. What's interesting here is the connection to Stephanie's novel. Could it be that Alex is sharing something personal about Stephanie's work, or perhaps even revealing some sort of secret she's been keeping? Stephanie, a character who's grown and evolved over the years, is increasingly becoming a focal point in the Kyriakis family drama. Her professional and personal life have been closely intertwined, and the revelation about her novel could have major implications for her future, as well as for her relationships with the Kyriakis family. Xander, always the opportunist, may find himself involved in a new venture, or perhaps even some deeper intrigue that could affect Stephanie in unexpected ways. Could Xander be eyeing an opportunity to capitalize on Stephanie's work, or might he simply be getting caught up in something bigger than he realizes? One thing is for sure, Xander is never one to pass up a chance to get ahead, and this situation may open doors for him that he never anticipated. The question is, what does Xander hope to gain from this new connection with Alex, and how will it affect the people around him? The bigger picture? How these threads tie together. As we've seen today, there are several threads in play, all of which are interconnected. EJ's quest for power, Kayla's fight for the hospital's survival, and Xander's curiosity all point to a larger web of intrigue, with each character vying for something different. The question is, who will come out on top? And what sacrifices will each character have to make to achieve their goals? EJ is no stranger to manipulation and power plays. His ambition to take control of the hospital could be the beginning of a larger scheme to reshape Salem's medical landscape and potentially secure his dominance in the DiMera family. But Kayla is no easy opponent. Her dedication to her patients and her family has always been her greatest strength. But the weight of her responsibilities may push her to the breaking point. Will she be able to stand her ground, or will she be forced to watch as EJ takes control? Xander, ever the opportunist, is stepping into a new realm of potential opportunities. Whether it's through his dealings with Alex or the novel Stephanie is involved with, he's not one to shy away from a challenge. But as we've seen time and time again, Xander's choices often come with unexpected consequences. What will this new turn of events mean for him, and how will it affect the relationships he's built over the years? Conclusion. The drama continues to unfold. As we wrap up this deep dive into the May 7th episode of Days of Our Lives, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. EJ's ambitions, Kayla's struggles, and Xander's intrigue are just the beginning of a much larger and more dramatic story. With each character facing their own battles, it's anyone's guess who will emerge victorious and who will be left behind in the wake of their actions. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.